Hi everyone and welcome back to the GCSE Math series. Today we're going to be looking at exam style questions for our direct and inverse proportion topic. So before I get started, I'd strongly advise you guys to watch my previous revision video on this topic so that you can attempt questions before watching the answers, and that is really going to consolidate your knowledge. So I would strongly advise that. Also, credit to Maths Genie for providing the exam style questions today, and as they have been doing throughout the rest of the exam style series. So be sure to check them out. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description to their website. So, getting started, there are 500 sheets. We'll call that our X variable in a pack of paper. 500 sheets weigh 2.5 kg. We'll call that our Y. Work out the weight of 50 sheets of paper. So before we get started into this question, we have to think about, are we going to have to use direct proportion or inverse proportion? So we know that the weight of each single piece of paper is going to be a constant amount. It's not changing. Hence, the more sheets we add, the more the weight should go up. And vice versa. If we were to bring the number of sheets down and weigh less of them, the weight should come down as well. Hence, this is a direct proportion question because they both factors, both variables come down at the same rate. Hence, we can set up our equation as x is directly proportional to y. So, when x is directly proportional to y, we can say that x is equal to ky. Filling in our x and y to work out our k, we get 500 is equal to k times by our 2.5. To get k alone on its own side of the equation, we have to divide through by 2.5. So dividing through by 2.5, we will get 500 divided by 2.5 is 200. So k is equal to 200. It then tells us to work out the weight of 50 sheets of paper. Okay, we have our new x. So setting up our equation, again, we have x is equal to ky. Filling in what we know, we have that 50 is equal to 200 times by our y. Rearranging this to work out our y, we get y is equal to 200 divided by 50. And y is equal to 200 divided by, sorry, here I made a mistake. In this case, we'd have to divide through by 200 on both sides. So y is equal to 50 divided by 200, where y is equal to a quarter. So call this 0.25 kg. Moving on, it takes 3 machines 2 days to produce a batch of products. Work out how long it will take one machine to produce the same batch of products. Okay, before getting into this question, we'd have to understand that we'd have to understand that okay, machines, the more machines that you have, it's likely, well, it's true that they're going to take less time to produce the same amount of products. And as you can see, it tells us to work out how long it would take one machine to produce the same batch of products. Hence, we can call this an inverse proportional question, as you'd expect, and we know that as the number of machines increase, the time taken to produce the same amount will decrease, and vice versa. If we were to decrease the machines, we'd likely expect that the days taken would increase. So setting up our equation, we have 3 machines as our x and 2 days as our y. When we have inversely proportional questions, we have x is proportional to 1 over y and x is equal to k over y. Filling in what we know, we have 3 is equal to k over 2, making k equal to 6. Setting up our new equation with our new x, we have x is equal to k over y. Filling in what we know, we have the new x to be 1 is equal to 6 over y. When we times through by y, we work out that y is equal to 6. Hence, it would take 6 days for our one machine to produce the same amount of products. moving on to the next question, it tells us that the weight of a piece of wire is directly proportional to its length. W is given by the formula W equals 30L. Find the length of a wire weighing 75 grams. So in this case, we have W equals to 30L. We can then work out what 1L is worth. So this is a very similar question to our directly proportional. And if we were to take it a step backwards, we'd say that W, this is our W, right? Our wire, and this is our L. We'd say that W is proportional to L, meaning W is equal to K over L. They've taken it a step forward and given us the actual formula and saying K is equal to 30 in this case. So we can work out what our L is because we have our new L. No, we have our new W, sorry. So we say that 75 is equal to our 30L, making the length equal to 75 divided by 30, which is equal to 2.5 centimeters. Moving on to the next question, the force between two magnets is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. F is given by the formula F is equal to 36 over x squared. Find the force of the magnets when they are 3 centimeters apart. So they've already given us the formula and told us it's inversely proportional, so we don't need to do the first step that we did in previous questions. We can straight away go in to say F is equal to 36 over x squared, and we know our x here to be our 3 centimeters because they tell us here. We can just plug in our value straight away, 36 over 3 squared, which is 36 over 9, which is equal to 4 newtons. Okay, that's going to conclude today's exam style series video. Hope you guys consolidated your knowledge and really enjoyed the video. As always, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out the next video. And I'll catch you guys then. Peace.